Well, all right, guys. Here we are again with another episode of Cringeostrophic Disclosure. It's been a while, but I had to step in. Because I'm tired of this guy. Do you have Donald Judas Trump derangement syndrome? I think after a while, eventually you get it. I mean, it was fine for 4 years. It was okay. But unfortunately, the things that he did throughout his 4 years in office, we're still feeling the effects of those things now. And it's been a while. Anyway, one of the things that we have to worry about with Donald Judas Trump, he's got a new name. But it's very fitting because he's the kind of guy. And what he does, and he's done it to so many people, is because he's a Judas, he brainwashes everyone else. And then all of a sudden, all the other people become Judases just like him, like RFK, Tulsi Gabbard, Russell Brand even. Could you believe it? And Elon Musk is no longer caring about going to space or any of that stuff. All he wants to do is be in politics and do an X. He wants to X everything. He wants to X things up. He wants to be Xing. I don't know. It's all about Xing. Anyway. But the biggest problem of all is what you will see right here is that Donald Judas Trump has lots of donors. And the donors that cater to his policies are the kind of folks and the kind of husbands that we all know. And we all know of them because we don't like them a lot or at all. In fact, if you happen to have a daughter, you would hope that your daughter would never end up with someone like this, who would use an NDA, who would use a marriage license, who would use fake Bibles to get the daughters to do whatever they want. And you will give me those 10 kids that I want. Or so help me God, this piece of paper that is, written and endowed by God himself and all that stuff. And you better give me those 10 kids or die trying. And your vote doesn't count unless you vote for the person I tell you to vote for. And all that kind of stuff, because they have them under non-disclosure agreements. They have them under marriage licenses and all kinds of things. And they can't escape their marriage. They might have fallen in love with the guy to begin with because they didn't realize what they were getting into. But then, or maybe they did, but they didn't realize how difficult life would be if they wanted to get out of the marriage. And now they're stuck in a marriage and their vote doesn't count because, again, it's a form of slavery. If you don't realize, when there are bad husbands out there, it's a form of slavery. That's what it is. We still have slavery in America. And it is hidden and people don't realize it. But anyway, the issue is during Donald Judas Trump, we had lockdowns. And those were sort of self-inflicted. But if you give him power again, those could be martial law. You could have army in the streets making sure that happens. And again, don't look at what he says. He says a lot of stuff. Look at his record. What did he do when he was in the office? He took away females' rights, biological rights. And the next thing he's going to do is going to take their right to vote away. Some of them don't even have it because of what I explained before. So it can only get worse with this dude. We've seen it. Some of us have seen it because we love drones. We love the RC hobby. And we saw so many of our rights go away. But so many before us, because of people like Donald Duck, saw their rights go away. You used to be able to just sell houses. Now you need a license for everything, even tying your shoes. If I need somebody to help me pick my nose or scratch my butt, I got to find someone who's licensed to do it. I can't just find some random person to do it. Because that is how they work. That's how they work. And if you look in close, you'll notice that the same people that are causing the problems are also special interest people. Look at just when you go and you read labels at the store. Anything that is kind of processed has what? Milk and egg on the label. You can't escape it. Does milk or egg do well in over-processed food? No, they say that the best way to have your egg is just like fruits and vegetables and all that. You want to have it separately. You don't want to stick it into something else that you're making. Especially like the best breads out there don't have milk or egg in them. The best pancakes, I've tried it myself. I tried the difference between, cakes or whatever, all kinds of processed foods. But when you don't put egg and milk in it, it just tastes better. But anyway, just have it natural, right? Just have it natural. But anyway, all of a sudden, if you decide to buy eggs and milk on their own, they're super expensive. The price gauging is overwhelming in the United States, especially in California, where sometimes when you go to the store, you'll find eggs for $11 for like 12 eggs. Are you kidding me? And milk can go up to upwards of like $7, which is ridiculous. And yet you find milk on every label of every other like processed food. So what does that tell you? Follow the money, follow the politics, figure out what's going on, guys. But anyway, that's all I want to say for this video. But again, be careful. Be very careful, because Donald Judas makes other people into Judas people. And it's so sad because of the brainwashing that he does. He won't give you what you want. He will promise you the world. He will tell you he will give you the moon and Mars and the stars and whatever else. But let's face it. The only thing he's going to do is he wants his face on Mount Rushmore. He wants more statues of his face plastered everywhere. He wants to sell you more sneakers and fake Bibles. And when he falls to the ground, because the taller and larger they are, the harder they fall, right? That's what they say. He's going to look for his shoes. My shoes, where are my shoes? He's not worried about people dying in the background. No, that's not important to him. It's all about his shoes. And with that, guys, I'll see you all in the next one.